Welcome inside the News Channel Nebraska studios. I'm Alex Stewart, and it's time for my favorite segment, sports. Let's go ahead and kick things off, no pun intended, with football. That's right, 2018 NFL is here. The NFL draft started yesterday, and it started as crazy as ever. In a shocker, the Cleveland Browns selected Oklahoma quarterback Baker Mayfield first overall. Second pick went to the Giants. They took Penn State running back Saquon Barkley, and the New York Jets traded up to number 3 to get their franchise quarterback Sam Darnold. I could keep on going with the draft, but we do have other sports to get to, namely the NBA playoffs. We've got one highlight for you tonight, but it's a good one. Game 6, Toronto Raptors versus the Washington Wizards. Wizards playing for the playoff life in this one, down 3-2 in the series. Pick things up in the second quarter. Finds an open man in the corner. Good. That's a 3-ball from Bradley Beal, and he runs on down the court. We pick things up still in the second. Pump fake, made you miss, and made the bucket. That's good. That one goes down. The disrespect is real there. He says, "Let's go. You can't guard me." He kicks it out. The extra pass, drives it in. Floater, the layup, off the glass. John Wall puts it in, 62-58. But Toronto wants the big play. They get the big play. Alley-oop, and it is in. That's from Lowry to DeRozan. Washington isn't done. The extra pass to the corner. He's wide open. Take the shot. Why not? It's nothing but net. It goes down. It is good. It's still close, but the Raptors say, you know what? We're tired of this series, and they want to close it out, and they will with that floater. It sends the fans heading for the exit, and that would be it. 102-92. Toronto closes out the series. That's going to do it for this edition of sports. Make sure you stick around for entertainment with Eric McKay after the break. Hey everybody, and welcome inside the News Channel Nebraska studio. I'm Alex Stewart, and let me be the first to say may the 4th be with you. Star Wars fans can celebrate a special day in a virtual way, plus a notorious judge hits the big screen, and Celine Dion, well, just watch for yourself. Here's David Daniel with the Hollywood Minute. Jay-Z, he's going to have to brush the dirt off the shoulders of his suits because he's got to go to court to explain why he can't testify in an SEC investigation. According to a court document, a federal judge has ordered the rapper to appear in a Manhattan courtroom next Tuesday. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission told the judge that Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, has ignored 2 subpoenas to testify on Iconics. Iconics owns the Rocawear clothing brand that Jay-Z co-founded. A representative for Carter issued a statement saying they, quote, are aware that the SEC is seeking information on Iconics' financial reporting. Mr. Carter had no role in that reporting or Iconics' other actions as a public company. It is unclear if Jay-Z plans to appear in court next week. According to a court filing, he could be found in contempt if he fails to show up to court. Well, that's going to do it for the entertainment segment. I'm Alex Stewart. May the force be with you, always. An 18-year-old faces felony charges after authorities say he made threats toward an eastern Nebraska high school. Fremont police say the student was arrested and charged with terroristic threats on Thursday. Police were called to the Fremont Public Schools Pathfinder program on 9th Street after staff members said they overheard the student making threats of violence against Fremont High. A 29-year-old man who was sentenced this week to up to 34 years in prison was the last of 4 to be sentenced in a case which authorities found firearms and bombs stashed throughout a rural Saunders County property last year. Video cameras were perched in the trees, and a car outside appeared rigged to explode. In addition to the methamphetamine, there were young children in the home, which is located about 3 miles north of Meade. Victor Roberts had previously pled no contest to being a felon in possession of a weapon, drug possession, and possession of an explosive device as part of an agreement with prosecutors. And welcome inside the News Channel Nebraska studios. I'm Alex Stewart. Let's take a look at what's going around the news nationally today. The Labor Department reported Friday that America's unemployment rate fell to 3.9% in April. That's the first time since 2000 that it's dropped below 4%. Employers added 164,000 jobs in April, slightly fewer than economists expected, but still better than in March. The solid job growth is a continuation of an economy that has been growing for nearly 9 years, the second longest streak on record. It could be even better if employers were able to find the workers that they need. There are upwards of 6 million unfilled job openings, which is also close to being a record. April's hiring gains included jobs in mining, manufacturing, healthcare, and professional and business services. The number of workers quitting jobs is also historically high as people leave for better opportunities. The federal government has charged former Volkswagen CEO Martin Winterkorn with fraud. The charges stem from the German automaker's diesel emissions cheating scandal. Federal and California regulators say Volkswagen diesel cars were rigged to cheat on clean air rules with software that made the emissions look cleaner than they actually were. Volkswagen later admitted that as many as 11 million vehicles worldwide had the questionable software. The federal indictment reveals that Winterkorn was charged in mid-March with wire fraud and conspiracy to defraud Volkswagen's U.S. customers and violate the Clean Air Act. Winterkorn is the 9th person charged by the U.S. government in connection to the scandal. Twitter is asking its users, all 330 million of them worldwide, to change their passwords. The social media giant says it recently discovered a bug that saved users' passwords and did not have the proper encryption. The bug has been fixed and the passwords were not leaked. That's going to do it for this edition of News Channel Nebraska. Stay tuned. Today is the 8th annual Niobrara State Park Outdoor Educational Rendezvous. About 48 different programs ranging from catching trout to outdoor photography promise to keep everyone entertained. The main goal of this event is to spark kids' interest in outdoor activities. Andy Clausen has the details. Probably something not to do after you're arrested and handcuffed. A man in Utah jumped off a second-floor courthouse balcony after running from a courtroom Wednesday. Officials say 35-year-old Christopher Clay Rudd was making an appearance for violating the terms of a court-mandated drug treatment program. At one point, he abruptly got up and ran out. He then jumped over a railing and crashed to the floor near the entrance, where officers were waiting. According to police, he is hospitalized with a broken leg and pelvis and a fractured skull. Authorities say it's not clear if he was attempting to escape or trying to hurt himself. He could face more charges stemming from the incident. That's going to do it for the extended edition of the news right now, but be sure to stick around. We have a lot more coming up. The starters for Nebraska's spring game were announced on Thursday, and the big question coming into the game would be, who would the Cornhuskers have as their quarterback? Well, we have our answer. The red team will be helmed by number 2, Adrian Martinez, while the white squad will have number 16, Noah Vedral, under center. The Huskers will hit the field at 11 a.m. this Saturday. And if you can't make it down to Lincoln to watch or couldn't get tickets, fear not. The game will be broadcast live on the Big Ten Network. And that's going to do it for this edition of News Channel Nebraska Sports. I'm Alex Stewart. Thank you for watching.